Hey guys, Bear here from TGS with a 200K plus Gamerscore video. Unfortunately, I missed the opportunity to get 200,000 on the dot, so we're doing 205,671, and we'll kind of catch up from here all the way back to about just over a year ago. It's early November 2022. We're going to be covering my game list all the way back to Halloween time of 2021 when I played Condemned. So we're going to scroll down this whole list, taking a look at all the games that I've gained Gamerscore on or have played since then, and kind of just have quick discussion whether they're easy achievements, my achievement goals for them, and kind of go just like all the other videos that I've done. Quite a lot of information, and we'll kind of go through the entire list one by one. If you didn't know, I've already done a handful of other videos on this. We have 100,000 on the dot, 111,111, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 135791, 150,000, and 175,000. So obviously ruined it by going over. This will be called the 200 plus K video. So should be a good time. Anyway, we'll cover the same stuff, and I promise another video down the road. Thinking of aiming for all twos, so 222, 222. That'll kind of be our next goal, but we'll wing it as we go. It could be 225 if we miss it. It'll depend how hard it is for me to align it. Sometimes you can just pick up a free game, grab one Gamerscore achievement, and voila, cheers. But sometimes it can be a major pain. So as you can see, I already have an odd number on the end, not a 0 or 5, just a 1. So we're going to have to already pull ourselves out of that scenario with like a 4 or 9 Gamerscore achievement, which I haven't picked the one out yet. But yeah, so let's go ahead and go right down the list and go from there. I know last stream, I remember we talked about games like, just trying to think, Minecraft, Cold War, Assassin's Creed Valhalla was on the list, Forza Horizon 4, Lego Harry Potter. So pretty much all of those may appear on this one as well, but the gamer scores have changed since then, so I'm going to include everything from here down. So at the top, we have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It's at 0 gamer score. I'm going to go for a full 1K. I'm not going to judge a game right now. I was disappointed by the they've released multiplayer experience, but I blame that on the settings. On the most part, maybe some broken functionalities, but I see some potential in that. Actually, I had to cancel a stream today that I'm recording this video because I was having audio issues with my headset. Going HDMI audio for this video instead of my headset audio, just for the Xbox sounds, because my headset audio has been crackling and all crazy. I'm just tired of it. So we're gonna do HDMI audio for this, so you guys don't have to listen to that. Hopefully my voice is clear. But yeah, that's it for COD MW2. So that pretty much sums up. That's exactly the game I played today, hence why it's at the top. And we started a campaign, audio got horrendous, had to shut down, so let's leave it at that, move on. Played GTA Online for Halloween 2022 on Monday of this week, 2 days ago, or 3 days ago, sorry. And yeah, it's a fun game. I will not be going for a full 1K plus. It was actually a really easy gamer score because if you have GTA 5 and you upgrade the GTA Online on console, basically carries over your, if you transfer over your character, it carries over your progress, and I got a 695 gamer score for achievements. Hella loose. I have a goal of about 750. It's my favorite shooter game at the time, but some of the achievements are just way too grindy. I'm not trying to sit there doing 100 nodes, for example, is one of them. So we're going to go ahead and skip that. 2 thumbs up to the game. No interest to get the full achievements. Dead by Daylight, another great game. Another game I'm not achievement hunting. I'm at 670 at this point. We're going to leave it there. Play this one for fun. If I can unlock more gamer score, I'll take it, but if not, it is what it is. Here's our first 100% completion, Forza Horizon 5. Just finished out the Horizon 10-year anniversary DLC to hit this number, and yeah, a game I plan to keep at 100% completion. Want to keep this on my 100% list. I really love Forza games. While it has its flaws, I'd still recommend it if you're in the racing games. It's the most modern Xbox racing game you can get. You don't get Gran Turismo, for example, so if you want the closest thing to it, it's right there in front of us. Moving on to Insurgency Sandstorm, my second favorite shooter game in the last few years. We're at 605. I will be going for 1,000. There's one grindy achieve where I think I'm over halfway there, but we're gonna have to work on that, and that's gonna take a long time unless I start really trying to grind it out. So I'll consider kind of changing our game plan for the streams of that to fit that, but we'll see what happens. Don't want to throw my KD down the drain either. I have a pretty decent KD on that game. Moving on to SnowRunner. Been playing this for fun. I'll probably not go for a full 1,000. Will I aim for at least 500 plus? Absolutely. Really fun game, but achievements are kind of grindy. Again, I'll reconsider it down the road, but for right now, we're finishing out Tamir, which is the third map. Once we're done that, I'll see what achievements are left over, and we'll go from there. Just hit 1K Gamerscore on Soma. Just played this a few weeks ago. Took me under 10 hours to do a playthrough. I'd say a very easy 1K. There's only one missable achievement, and that's if you don't do dialogue for one of the final sections, the last person you run into, basically. And yeah, you get the idea. So I'd recommend this game for Gamerscore. I would not go out of my way to recommend it. Go buy it or play it. It's on Game Pass, if I'm not mistaken, right now. So I'd recommend playing it for free. It's a fun game, but unless you get it on sale or you get it for free on Game Pass, not worth the extra funds. I think I dropped 30 bucks on it right before Game Pass brought it out, which was a shame. I didn't realize it was coming to Game Pass, otherwise I would have waited. Moving on to Halo Infinite. At this time, not achievement hunting on this. Played it for multiplayer, but shelved it for the time being. Waiting for them to bring co-op campaign like a year after release, so yeah, we'll see what happens with that. We'll leave it at that. Enough said. Bioshock Remastered, another 100% completion I did recently. Bioshock always gets a 2 thumbs up from me. One of my favorite games from that time period, so I'd highly recommend doing it. Gamerscore wise, a little bit buggy. I had some bugs I ran into, but we were able to resolve them, thankfully. So, a little bit tedious if you run into bugs, which you probably will. But otherwise, a really fun game, so I definitely recommend it. Fable 2, a currently ongoing 100% playthrough and couch co-op. So far, it's been fun. Fable 1 is definitely better than Fable 2 in my view, but we're going to finish it out, so that'll be on my 100% list, hopefully, by the next time I make another video. Definitely should be. We're already at the DLC portion, so that's that. My next game was Ark Survival Evolved, 1500 Gamerscore. If you don't mind typing console commands into the game, then easy Gamerscore. If you do, don't bother, but you can just plug a keyboard into your console and unlock all 1500 Gamerscore, literally using console commands for the most part. So I'd recommend doing that. I played it naturally for fun, but then I saw you can get an easy 1500 Gamerscore just by using commands. So I went ahead and quote unquote cheated there. But they would not have left that in the game. They knew we were going to use it, so you get the idea. I wouldn't worry about using it. It's part of what it is. Apparently, you have a open beta Modern Warfare 2 thing here. No achievements there, unfortunately. Might as well leave that. It's cool to have the betas listed. We got Fall Guys 280. Will not be hunting on this game, playing for fun only. Fun to play. I wouldn't go out of my way to do achievements, but depends if you're into it that much or not. Fork Kings Casino. Have quite a few streams on this game, but achievements are kind of a pain. I wouldn't go out of my way for this one. It's a fun late night game for when you have an hour stream at 2 in the morning and you're just looking for something chill. You're not trying to play anything competitive or to mind pushing. You just want to kind of sit there and press buttons on a slot machine. It works. Our next game is Cold War, or Ascent 45. I will not be finishing out this game. Great game. Really enjoyed it, but not going to go for the full 1K, mostly due to zombies achievements. Microsoft Flight Sim. Really great game. Really enjoyed it, but it had some issues, and obviously the achievements are a major grind. So again, another game I will not be achievement hunting, keeping that on the fun list. Hitman 3, we're at 1140 out of 1540. I really enjoyed Hitman 3. The only reason I don't have 100% is because I'd have to replay, I believe it was the Hitman 1 entirely of this trilogy to finish it out, and I just played that a few years ago for full completion itself. And yeah, I just did not feel like redoing it, so we're not going to redo it. House Flipper shouldn't be on the list. Electrovolt's played this on the console. It's actually under her account, but it showed up for me. So we could probably hide that on this video. Moving on to Modern Warfare 2019. I have all 1050 out of 1050, 100% completion. Achievements, not insanely difficult, but I did have to, some of the mission-related achievements can be a pain in the butt. So we'll leave it at that. Moving on to Vanguard, full 1000 gamer score. Pretty straightforward between campaign, multiplayer, and zombies. Zombies was the most grindy because I had to spend hours and hours and hours killing, I think, 10,000 zombies, but we got it done. And as you can see, we have a full 1K. Vanguard, no offense, was probably the worst COD of the last decade. Just functionality-wise, it was so broken. It's still broken a year later, hence why I never finaled it. I was still getting dev errors on hardcore PvP at the end of the year, or the end of its life cycle. So, yeah, by that I mean before MW2 came out. I will not recommend this game. But if you want an easy 1K, if it's free or something for you, or you enjoy COD at least, it's not an easy 1K. It will take time and effort, but I'm happy I got 1,000 in it. We'll leave it at that. Moving on to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. We're at almost 100% completion. They just added a small DLC recently. They have one more expansion coming out, which is to tell the end of the story of the main character. I'll be waiting to basically do the current achievements plus that at once when I bring it back on the channel. I also noticed I messed up the numbering on it. I think we only have 70 streams, but we should have like 90 or something. Somewhere along the line, I accidentally effed it all up, so I'm going to have to go in and fix like 20 plus streams of numbering, but I'll try and do that before we bring it back. I definitely recommend Valhalla. I really enjoyed it. It may have a flaw or two, but in the end, it's a pretty solid game. It doesn't feel like an Assassin's Creed. It feels like a Viking open world game much more than an Assassin's Creed game, but I really had fun on it, so I'm not going to hate on it by any means. Moving on to GTA San Andreas Definitive Edition. I did the entire trilogy. We'll find them all on this list at 1K Gamerscore. While they were rough on launch, I'd highly recommend all three of them if you're willing to give them another chance. If not, I understand. But I really, really, really enjoyed playing through the trilogy, even with the mishaps that happened. So Yeah, if you grew up with it on PS2, some people will say I'm going back to PS2 to play it. I played it on this because the graphics are worth the minor discrepancies, and they've also patched a lot since release. So it might be time to check that out for those who missed out. Power Wash Sim, another Electrovolt's brought on game, but we might do co-op on that some point. Cuphead, I did a full 1500 gamer score, probably one of the hardest games I've ever streamed, trying to get full completion. But we did it, so props to us. One of our most viewed streams ever on this channel while actively live, was Cuphead. I think we had like 3,000 people or something. It was nuts. So I'd recommend this game for fun. I would not recommend it for achievements if you're not looking for an extremely difficult playthrough. Roblox is technically an easy 1K as long as you don't mess up the 20-day achievement. Obviously, I probably talked about that in all my videos by now. We have Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered, full 1K. It's not as difficult as it is grindy. Once you get used to the game, you can easily knock out 1,000, but you do have to spend a lot of time grinding it out. There's one really grindy achieve that took me in at least a stream or two of just grinding, yeah, a police mission trying to rack up points to get level 20, so a little bit of a hassle. Minecraft last time, actually it's funny because Minecraft achievements have not changed since our last video. My last video of 175K has Minecraft at 710, so basically best way to sum it up is Minecraft hasn't changed. I recommend this for fun. I would not achievement hunt it, that's just me. Prey Typhon Hunter, really had fun on this game. It's probably dead, but yeah, 100%ed it. It's not too bad if you want 100% it, if you can actually find people to play it. It's probably dead. Armor Forger, no gamer score. Had fun on this, but never went back to it. Maybe once they make it official. We did officially 2K Lego Harry Potter collection. So I think last time we were not at 2K. We officially 100%ed it. It was a very, very long co-op playthrough and very grindy, but we enjoyed it. Electrovolt and I are Harry Potter fans, so it was worth it, but I would not go for this game for gamer score if I were you. Friday 13th, another game, just do not even consider it for gamer score, and it's already, somewhat not the best game, so you get the idea. Yeah, I could play this literally on Friday 13th only, if I do, so that's that. Moving on to Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, another 1K game that I probably discussed on previous videos. I would not go, play this game for achievements, but if you're into first-person shooters and you don't mind a challenge, go for it. Battlefield 5, an amazing game. Definitely recommend checking it out. I had a great time playing this, and yeah, I'm glad I went for a full 1K. If you're in the shooters, once again, same deal. And the same is going to go for Battlefield 1. I did a full 2K on this. This was a lot more grindy than Battlefield 5. I can promise you that, especially the DLCs. So if you're not into grinding, do not do Battlefield 1 achievements. But yeah, it's a great game in my view. I'd recommend it. Moved on to GTA 4. I have 1100 out of 1500. It's not too difficult to hit around 1,000 in this game if you just play through it, but it is time consuming, probably 40 plus hour, to do everything. So keep that in mind. But overall, 2 thumbs up game. Moved on to Spellbreak. I had fun playing this. I'm not going to be going for 100%, and I'm pretty sure it's about to die. It might not even be playable soon. I'm pretty sure they decided to stop supporting it, if I'm not mistaken. So eventually, Spellbreak will no longer be, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, you get the idea. 575. We'll leave it at that. That's that. COD Modern Warfare Remastered. A phenomenal remake of a phenomenal game. We don't have to question it was worth 1,000, but it is tedious on veteran, especially if you're doing achievements as well. Moving on to Cursed Foad, fun game, not recommended for achievements. Almost got achievement for getting, what was it, 3 dubs in a row multiple times now in this game. We haven't played this in forever. Moving on to PUBG Battlegrounds, another game I wouldn't achievement hunt. It was fun while it lasted. I kind of moved on from it. You can see that they actually have Dead by Daylight in it now, which almost makes me want to go play it, but I'm just over PUBG, so that's that. I know I'm not alone. Next, we have Call of Duty World War II. Hit over 1,000, but did not do any of these zombies achieves. And if I did, I only did 1 or 2 or 3. So as you can see, we left it at that. Phenomenal game for campaign multiplayer. I'm not huge on zombies, so I barely pushed it in Vanguard, but in this game I just didn't bother, so you get the idea. We finally made it to GTA Vice City Definitive Edition. 2 thumbs up game, highly recommended, especially if you're in the GTA series. It is worth the playthrough. It's probably maybe 30, 40 hours to play through this game or so, something like that, for full 1K, so totally worth it if you're into GTA. GTA 5 on Xbox One. This one I played on Series X for a while, is what I'm trying to say. With 1005 out 1750, not worth achievement hunting for full completion, but obviously one of the great games of the last decade at this point. It's getting old, so we need that GTA 6. Apex Legends, never was a huge fan. We're going to leave it at 225. I just don't have interest to play this game anymore. Never was my cup of tea, and unfortunately won't be. I'm still more into mill sims and more realistic shooters. We made it to GTA 3 Definitive Edition. Honestly, this is where it all started for GTA for me, so recommended period. If you're gonna pick one of these just for easy achievements, it's GTA 3 Definitive Edition. If you're into all three, it's an easy 3K as long as you're willing to push through and follow a guide. As long as you follow a guide, you won't mess anything up, and you'll get it done. Another game I 100%ed was Doom Eternal. We got 1545 out of 1545. Really fun game. I'd recommend it if you're into a first-person shooter, like campaign-style games. The PvP's not the best, I'll promise you that. And there are achievements related to it, but I did them all, so it is possible. The original Doom, I got the original 1000, but I never played the DLC, so we never up around to that, and I don't plan to. But yeah, another recommended game. I had fun on those games. Marvel's Avengers, 570 out of 1000. Best way to sum up Marvel's Avengers. It was fun until you get to the end game, and then it's just repetitive content that gets extremely old fast. Hence why I never finished out the 1K. Moving on to Prominence Poker, just put a no for achievement hunting this. The amount of time it would take is absurd, but I do have some achievements in it. Haven't played it in forever. Moving on. We got Aliens Fireteam Elite. Got 2 achievements on this, and then my group fell apart on the first stream. So long story short, we stopped playing it, but they're adding, or if they haven't already added it, they're adding co-op where I can play with our mod knight. So we'll definitely be bringing this back at some point. I'm about to make a note because I forgot about it. Maybe we'll try and squeeze it in down the road at some point. We got Fallout 76, 450 Gamerscore. Tried to give this game another chance. Had fun for a while, but ended up solo because nobody else, was willing to play it, or if they joined, they just didn't want to deal with it anymore. So I basically shelved it. It was fun to play, especially now that they fixed it, but it might just be too late for this one. Otherwise, I probably would have achievement hunted it, but it would have been extremely grindy and long. 2042, I don't recommend, period, so I'm not even going to consider this one on the list. I was so disappointed by this game and still am. Just go down. Back 4 Blood, a fun game. Not so much to achievement hunt, but definitely do a playthrough easily. 500 plus gamer score if you just stick to stuff. We got Forza Horizon 4 right here. 100% completion. This is where it all started downhill for Forza in my view with having issues, but whether there's server issues, this or that, but I would recommend the game. It was a great game for its time period. Some people were disappointed, but I enjoyed it, so that's that. Moving on to Condemned. This is where this video all ends. So a little bit shorter video than I thought. I thought it'd be a half hour plus, but we made it to Condemned. I played this last Halloween week, and we did a full, we didn't do a full, I already had 970 on 970, but we did a playthrough as if we were going for 970 on 970, and we completed it, and we would have gotten a full 970, so that's where I want to kind of leave the video at this point. But if I scroll up, you can see there's a massive amount of games. Some of these games, again, are repeat. Some of them might just be 1K'd out, and that's how they've been on previous videos, and some of them, or a lot of them, the achievement numbers have changed, because, it's been over a year since I played, but, you get the idea, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I promise I'll actually try to get an actual goal next time, but I wanted to just kind of show you guys what's happened since. And I owed you a video, 200K, I effed up. There's not much I can say about it, but here's a video in hopes that you guys will quote-unquote forgive me for it. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Like and sub. Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace out.